Hey everyone, I want to welcome you back to Module 2. And what we're going to go over now is choosing the right locations. This really is super easy. The reason that I say that it's super easy is because it works almost everywhere. So let's actually take a look at this page that I absolutely love. This page right here, demographia.com/db/US city 98.htm. I'll give you the link to this, but what this does is this lists every city in the United States that has a population of greater than 50,000. Okay? And as you can see, I'm probably scrolling much too fast, but as you can see, every single one of these cities is a potential target because every single one of these cities is generally large enough to support multiple businesses per category. Okay, and we'll talk about that a little bit more when we go to module 3, which we're going to run these two modules 2 and 3 right together because they work together so much. Okay, so what we're looking for is we're looking for populations more than 50,000, okay, and less than you want to stay out of the first, maybe 50, maybe 30, depending on your abilities, okay? When you're just starting out, why don't you stay out of the first like 50 cities? You know what I'm saying? Stay out of the first 50 cities, okay? So that's going to still leave you with listen to me, please listen to me just for a sec. That's going to leave you with 550 potential cities to be inside of. So stay out of the first 50 and maybe stay out of the last 50. But the rest of those are all cities that we can be in. Okay, you can see, it doesn't matter where you are, there's going to be a city close to you. Like, let's say that you're in Maryland, okay? Hold on, we'll start at the bottom, I guess. Yeah, okay. In Maryland, you got Bowie City, and then you got Gaithersburg, and you have Frederick City, and Baltimore City. Or you know what? I would stay out of Baltimore. I didn't realize how it was number 17. Or if you're in Texas, for instance, because I know there are a lot of people from Texas that do some internet marketing. You can see, Pasadena City in Texas. Who even knew there was a city in named Pasadena, Texas, with 141,000? This would work great there. Or Brownsville, or Grand Prairie. What I'm trying to say, even if you're in, Minnesota. Sorry, I don't even know how to spell Minnesota. But if you're in Minnesota, you have Duluth, in Rochester City, in Bloomington. What I'm trying to say here is just anywhere. What you want to do is, stay out of those really big cities and start close to you, okay? But local doesn't have to mean local to you. Like if you're outside of the country, just pick any city to start with. The sweet spot, I would say, is probably a little bit above 200,000 people. That's about the sweet spot. Go into those cities and you're going to have success because there's going to be enough competition to support multiple businesses in the different categories that we want to be in. And really, local does not have to be local to you. It really does work anywhere. You can see on this list, they're just, hundreds of different cities. If you decide you want to, do this in Illinois or do this in Wisconsin, wherever it is, you're going to be able to do it. Okay? You can do this absolutely anywhere. And that's really all you need to know about the locations. There's really no place you should stay out of except maybe the first top 50 on that list. So, just want you to decide on one location. More would be better, okay? Decide on, maybe write down 2 or 3 different cities. You have to realize each cash machine, each one of these sites that we're going to be setting up, is going to take you 1 to 2 hours to set up. So, and you're going to have to get a hosting account. We'll go over all that a little bit later, but each city that you select now, you're going to set up a website for, okay? And we're going to tie that together, okay, with choosing the right type of business. So let's just say that we have chosen Worcester, which is where I'm from here. Okay. What I would do now is I want to go ahead and choose the right type of business. And there's all kinds of ways that you can choose the right types of businesses. Okay. Basically, any business that does any sort of advertising, any business that's looking for new customers is a potential client of yours. So, like, I've got inspiration to build sites on ads that I've seen mailed to me, right? We just got one of those money mailers the other day for hardwood flooring. So I actually decided I'm going to do a hardwood flooring site, okay? You can look in the yellow pages. You can do it both online and old school, okay? And we'll go to yellow pages right now, maybe. Yeah, let's go to yellow pages. Okay. Some of the different business types that I like service type businesses. I mean, I really like service type businesses. The reason being is usually those businesses are used to spending money on advertising. They're used to spending money on advertising. So, and they also usually have a high dollar value per customer. So if my roofing contractor gets 3 new jobs a year, 5 new jobs a year, 2 new jobs a year, he's more than happy to pay me $197. Okay, he's more than happy to do that. Hopefully you get him more than that, but if he gets, several new jobs a year specifically because of the website, he's going to be more than happy and he'll have no problem at all spending money with you. I mean, absolutely no problem at all spending money with you. Some of my favorites are contractors, roofers, plumbers, painters, auto repair shops, hair salon. Another where like contractors are high dollar value per each visit. Okay, like each service that's performed, can be thousands of dollars. On the other end of the spectrum is like hair salons, okay, beauty salons, nail salons, massage, because these women and men, they keep coming back, so the dollar value per customer is much greater. It's high, it's very high. So a business owner has no problem justifying $197 to get the first spot on Google, because that's what we're selling. Remember, we're selling not only Google, but we say the search engine is the first spot on the search engine. So we have fallbacks, but we'll get to that later on when we go about marketing your business. But those types of businesses, services, and specialty businesses, kind of like masonry, any type of that. I do tend to avoid retail, lawyers, and general health or dentists. I've talked to them before, especially general health. Most doctors and most dentists, they already have a basic website. They might not be on the first page of Google, but a lot of the general doctors and dentists that I have talked to, they have more than enough customers. They don't even need more customers. They are clients, patients. So I tend to stay away from them. Roofers are one of my favorites. Siding contractors, window contractors. Not so much handymen. Handymen are usually struggling for cash. Landscapers can be good. And there's all kinds of different ways that you can find these businesses. Okay. And what I want to do right now is I'm going to just stop this recording so that we can go on to the next recording. And I'll see you in the next recording. Okay, so let's talk about a little bit more about choosing these businesses and where we can choose them. What we want to be looking for is we're looking for businesses that have like 30 or excuse me, at least 30 or more competing businesses in the way that we do that. So, like I was talking earlier, let's look in hardwood floors in Worcester. So what we're going to do is we're going to start looking at hardwood floors. And, I want to avoid these national chains like Flooring America, Lumber Liquidators, but maybe this Abbott and Sons. You know, this says they have a website, but chances are, yeah, it's just a Yellow Pages website. It's absolutely nothing. You'd have no problem beating that. And if we look over here, yeah, let's like look at hardwood floors in Worcester. You can see here, you know, if we click on this more results, please let me know, you know, this is the video. We're going to go through into more detail during the live training, and if you have questions, let me know. But I just want you to know this is just a brief overview of the type of business. We want to make sure that, especially when we hit that places page, more places, that we see at least 30. Going back to the web, we want to make sure that there's pages and pages. Like, there's plenty here. If we go over to Yellow Pages, like if we scroll down to the bottom, you can see this is showing results 1 of 30 of at least 45. So that's enough. Should have no problem. Like I said, when we're looking here, there are pages of different businesses, right? Or like if we look for Hartford Auto Repair, you know, that's probably a better example than the Worcester. I'm not 100% sold on the Worcester flooring, although it does meet, you know, 90% of my criteria so far. I just want to show you some, just a little bit better results. Like I'm sitting on this site here, Hartford Auto Repair, and when I go to Auto Repair and Service in Hartford, look at, I mean, there's 698. Do you think I'll be able to sell this site? Do you think you could sell this site? I mean, for one thing, it's not the best looking site, you know, but it is optimized. It is on the front page. It is the very first website. So when I market it, and you guys are going to be able to see me market it, when I market it to these business, that's funny. My parents used to have their car service there. That is too funny. True story. Yeah, that's very funny. I won't sell it to them, although I'm sure I could get a lay down with that one. But what we're going to do is we're going to market it to some of these businesses. And someone hopefully is going to buy it. I'm going to be switching over to a new template on this because this one, like I said earlier, it's very hard to do. But I'm going to have that new template. Over the weekend is when I'm told I'll have it. But you're going to be able to see this site get sold live next week. So I hope you're excited about that. You know, it's really not hard to find businesses. You know, like if you get those money mailers or coupons in the mail, like I said, basically any business that has 30 or more competing businesses, that is primarily a service business, and is in a city with more than 50,000 people, is a prospect. So, do we understand so far? We're going to choose an area. So we have chosen, you know, we've chosen Hartford. Or that site was already built. But to give you the example, we chose Hartford. We chose Auto Repair, which was a huge, huge business. Huge amount of competition, 3 million results. We're on the first page, right? We are on the first page, and we're going to go sell this to people. So I hope you realize there's so many different ways to find businesses. Just stick to my guidelines here, okay? So I want you to decide on a business type, choose a couple different ones if you want. Make sure to sign up for that live training, and then make sure to visit this download page on August 22nd for the module 4. We're going to move on. We're going to build that site. So I hope you've enjoyed the training so far. If you have any questions, let me know. Please let us know in the WSO if you like this training. Believe me, it's just getting started from here. We're going to see some wheeling and dealing, selling some sites, and you guys are going to get to see this live firsthand, and you're going to be able to copy exactly how I do it and make a ton of money. So I hope you guys are excited. I am.